The first console I ever had was a PlayStation 1, and the first games I ever played were Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot, but I did have a soft spot for the Orange Raccoon. Yes, that's how I used to call him back then. It was the first game I truly wanted to master as a kid, and no matter how difficult it was, I wanted to keep going, get better at it. Which is why every time I would leave the house for a long period of time, I would carry my console with a small crappy TV to play the game anywhere I wanted. So yeah, this game means a lot to me. Therefore, when Crash 4 was announced, I was a bit skeptical because, as you know, bringing back an old classic doesn't always end well. But hey, spoiler alert, this might just be the best in the series. Now grab your big ol' bites, your skateboard and your Limp Bizkit album, cause we're going back to the 90s. Having exerted all his magical energy to open the rift in space-time, Uka Uka falls into a deep sleep, but entropy begins building a machine, the rift generator, to create more tears in time and space. Alright, I never played the Crash games for their stories, although the story here is probably one of the best in the franchise, with amusing twists, a quirky cast of side characters, funny dialogues, and plenty of throwbacks. But the reason why I play these games is usually for their challenging gameplay and their colorful worlds. And I'm happy to report that Crash Bandicoot 4 checks all these boxes in a grandiose fashion. It nails pretty much everything you'd expect from a Crash game and goes even beyond your expectations. The first thing you'll notice when booting up the game is how absolutely gorgeous it is. You probably heard it 1,000 times already, but it does feel like you're playing an animated film. The lush environments, the expressive character models, the amazing creature designs, the vibrant colors, and the splendid animation work all participate to the game's aesthetic. The visuals are made even better thanks to the great sound design and the charming music, a soundtrack that stays very faithful to the spirit of the original trilogy. The game truly gives a very strong first impression, but doesn't let go and continues to impress throughout its hefty amount of levels. Fortunately, almost none of these fall flat simply because of the staggering world variety and the incredible level design. You get to visit prehistoric times, pirate ships, dense jungles, vibrant cities, snowy mountains, and even futuristic landscapes. Jumping and spinning around these levels is also more fun than ever. Even though the controls in the Insane trilogy are a tiny bit more precise, the quality of the animations, the improved performances, the detailed environments, and crazy set pieces of Crash 4 make it stand above the rest, despite judging distances still being somewhat of a problem. But still, the controls here are pretty solid, and once you master them, you can start hunting for hard-to-reach collectibles much more easily, making the platforming incredibly fun and rewarding. When I say fun, I mean fun in a Dark Souls or Cuphead kind of way, because this game is hard. Playing Crash 4 is like going to Walt Disney World while also trying to survive the Armageddon. I have a friend who is about to bring it back to the store because the game is literally driving him insane. But don't worry, the main path is fairly easy. If you simply want to complete the game and don't care about achieving the almighty Platinum Trophy, you won't sweat that much. But as soon as you try getting all these boxes and hidden gems, the torture begins. The game starts showing its true face in the various bonus levels and flashback tapes. These will kick your butt. They will destroy your spirit, spit on your lifeless body, and throw you in a ditch. Fortunately, the game is so cute and charming that you forget that you're actually in hell. If you love a good challenge, this is the game for you. But if you have a tendency to destroy your controllers with your bare hands, you might want to stay away from that game. And don't even try to complete the time trials, those will literally eat your soul. You'd think that after 100 levels, the game will lose momentum and become tiresome at some point. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't. Building on the original's foundations, the developers didn't resort to laziness and easy escapes. No, instead of copying and pasting, they added a bunch of different new mechanics to the gameplay, and they did so gracefully, as if they had always been a part of the franchise's DNA. First, the Quantum Masks. These grant you abilities that let you cross specific areas and obstacles. You can switch in and out of dimensions, slow down time, hover in the air with infinite spin, and even flip gravity upside down. These easily could have been gimmicks, but to my surprise, they're not. Challenges specific to the various masks are sprinkled throughout the adventure very sparingly, avoiding the possible fatigue caused by an overload of new ideas. They truly provide new interesting gameplay opportunities and ask you to switch between different playstyles on the go, making sure to always keep you on your toes. My favorite has to be Akano. Not only you can use its abilities for offensive purposes, but also to more effectively traverse the environments, making it the only multi-purpose mask of the bunch. Great stuff. You also get to play with other characters like Tawna, Dingodile, and Cortex himself. I was genuinely surprised at how fun these levels were. Tawna's grappling hook, Dingodile's hairgun, and Cortex's ability to dash and turn enemies into bouncing platforms provide uniquely distinct challenges. They are refreshing additions that prevent the game from ever becoming stale. Crash Bandicoot 4 embodies what it means to be nostalgic while not remaining in the past. It takes what we love about the franchise and adds features we didn't even know we needed. It does so through an incredibly polished package, one that will give you hours and hours of playtime thanks to its many optional activities. I sincerely hope that this game and the next Ratchet mark the return of our favorite old-school mascots. Maybe Spyro is up next, or even my own personal gaming messiahs, Jak and Daxter. We'll see. But right now, if you're looking for a modern take on good old 90s platformers, Crash Bandicoot 4 is absolutely worth a purchase. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of Crash 4. Massive shout out to Activision for sending me a review code on launch day. Encouraging smaller channels such as mine is super appreciated. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to join the From the Attic family, come hang out in the Discord server. The invite link is in the description below. That's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next video.